Jiggy Jaguar Experience with Jigman Freud.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Rick Busby from the Beyond. From the Beyond, I am Beyondo. If I wanted to be, I always wanted to be a professional wrestler called Beyondo. I'm Beyondo. And that's how I would cut promos in that voice. But we are going to go to a great guest here in just a few moments. He is going to join us live here on our big broadcast. And hello, sir. Let me get Jay Birdwells connected in here, and we will rock and roll. We have got a lot of things happening. We are rocking and rolling and doing all sorts of stuff. Get a hold of us on the mix on Tuesdays if you miss us live on the Sunday radio broadcast. Also, get a hold of us at JIGGYJHUYR.com. And we are going to go to our next guest. He joins us live here on our big broadcast. So, this is a pretty amazing interview. Go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself, my friend. Tell us a little about yourself.
Hi, thanks for having me. My name is Tim. My artist name is Tiny Legs Tim. I'm here in Belgium.
Yes.
You know, the world's capital of the COVID-19
Okay.
Right, so it's in a lockdown, and I'm glad to have something to do here.
Yes.
I'm a blues musician in Belgium, and I've been interested in blues music since I was a little child, and I have been studying the music for years now, and most of the time I wrote my own songs, but on my upcoming album that will be released on the 27th of November, I do one cover by R.L. Burnside, Going Down South.
Awesome.
And
that's fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here on the old Skype, the old Skype-a-rooney. And so, Tiny Legs Tim, why did you get this as your gimmick? Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, in fact, the story about that name is not that funny.
Okay.
I got sick, really sick, when I was 23 years old.
Wow.
And I was for 6 years. I had 2 liver transplants.
Holy shit.
But I survived. And when I got through all this ordeal, I was like a very thin and a very thin person. And when I looked at my legs, it was like, they weren't even there. They were so small.
Wow.
And so tiny. So that was one way for me to give it like a humoristic twist, and also for me it's similar to other blues names with a physical characteristic.
That's fantastic.
Like Big Joe Williams,
yes.
Blind Willie Johnson.
Yes.
Tiny Legs Tim. Well.
that is pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. So you took a negative, you turned it into a positive. That is tremendous. That is tremendous.
Yeah.
So
I think that's my philosophy in life, because with everything that happened before, I was a teacher. I studied biology. I started working as a teacher in high school, and then I got sick. And in this long time, 6 years, I decided when I get through this, I will dedicate my life to music, and that's what I've done ever since.
Fantastic. So, what is the music scene pre-pandemic? What is that like in the country of Belgium?
Well, I live in Ghent. It's a small city. Everything is very close here together. So it's only 40 kilometers from Brussels, the capital. It's a small city, but we have a very vivid, lively music scene, and we have a blues club in which I organize blues jam sessions and concerts, and we have a pretty big scene, and we reach a lot of young people too, and I think that's very important when we talk about blues music, because nowadays it's everybody listens to hip hop and rap music and modern R&B, and I think it's important that people don't forget where all this music came from, and then I think the roots of this music is blues.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We have got a tremendous guest with us today. He is pretty damn fantastic. The 6th studio album by Tiny Legs Tim. It's called Call Us When It's Over. And he's with us today here on our big broadcast. He joins us live from Belgium. And we are going to play some of your music here in a few. Where do you get your inspiration from for some of your music?
Most of the time, the inspirations come from experiences in my life, and like I said before, I had some experiences in my life. You know, I looked death in the eye, and but I got through it. So there's a lot of
Awesome.
this in my music, trying to create something positive out of something bad, and I made a lot of songs with this somewhere in between the lines. And my previous album, which was called Elsewhere Bound, was more or less when we talk about the lyrics, and it was more or less like a breakup album. Sometimes you have to write something like that too. So I think it's I write about the things that are keeping me up at night, that are in my mind. That I don't make up things or make up stories. It's I try to stay close to what blues is.
We have got a great guest with us today. Joins us live here on our big broadcast. So this song, and a lot of your music, what exactly are some of your goals with some of your music?
Well, my goals, you know, of course, you know, you work hard, and you try to get somewhere with your music. So there's some ambition to play a lot. I want to play a lot, and unfortunately that's not possible right now. It was not possible for 3 months in April, and then now we're in lockdown again, so we don't know when we can start playing again. So that's pretty hard. But then another part of me wants to pay tribute to the old blues musicians. And I think in the blues music today it doesn't have the richness in styles and combinations that it used to have. So I try to rediscover some elements from old blues that you don't hear anymore, and I try to integrate it in my songs.
Fantastic. Well, we are going to play one of your tracks here in just a few moments. Tell me about Going Down South. We're going to play that here in a few moments. Tell us all about this.
Well, that's Going Down South. That's the only cover on the album, and it's a song by one of my favorite blues artists from the North Mississippi Hill Country blues style, and we're talking about R.L. Burnside. And what I like about this hill country blues is that it's very in some way it's very primitive, and I think it's maybe the sound of the blues. Because the hill country was a very remote area that didn't have much influence from outside, and I think the blues stayed there the same, like, I don't know, maybe in the early 1900s, and it didn't change much. And you have like there's not that much difference between that style of blues and African blues, like when you listen to Mali blues and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty close to the origin. It's very pure. It's very repetitive, and it brings your mind in a state of a trance.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to go to that. I appreciate you joining us, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Tiny Legs. There he goes. Tiny Legs Tim going down south, and it's here on your world famous Cheeky Jaguar experience. That is going down south. It is Tiny Legs.